Hey guys, Tracy here with the next tutorial on how to set up your social media profiles. In this video, we're going to focus on setting up your Google Plus profile. Now, there's a lot of different benefits of using Google Plus, but three of the main ones that I want you to consider is it's a great place to syndicate your content. So if you're making videos, blogging, things like that, this is a great place to share that content. It's also great for networking. It's starting to gain some popularity. There's a lot of like-minded business owners on here, so it's great for that purpose as well. And it's also great for some search engine tricks in getting your content ranked in a different kind of way than what you're typically used to, which, like I said, we're going to dive deeper into those topics in later tutorials. But for this one, we're just going to focus on getting the basics of your profile set up so that you're ready to start adding people to your circles and networking with people in the industry. So the first thing that you want to do is if you want to get to this page, you can either just go to plus.google.com, or you can also go to Google and just type in Google Plus, and it's going to be the first result. So let's click on that. And what I'm going to do is first log out of ours, so that you can see what it looks like before you join. And if you already have a Gmail account, all you have to do is sign in. If this is the account that you want to use for marketing purposes, then just sign in there and it'll automatically link it and create a Google Plus account for you. If you don't want to use your primary Gmail account for Google Plus and you want to have a separate thing dedicated to your business or marketing, then you're just going to go up here and click create an account. So I'm going to log into ours. And yours is going to look a little bit different if this is your first time setting it up. It'll most likely give you some suggestions on people to add to your circles. You can actually skip that step to start with because you don't really want to start adding people to your circles until you have a basic profile set up, or else people are going to be looking at it and wondering what kind of value you have if your profile is just blank. So just skip those steps for now, and we're going to go ahead and start filling in the profile. And to do that, you just come over here where it says home, and it's going to open up a list of choices. You're going to click on profile, and you're going to click on about if it brings you to a wall, and this is where you're going to be able to start editing your profile. So the first thing that you want to make sure is that you have some kind of appealing profile picture. Just make sure it shows your face. It's not promoting your business, it's promoting you. And to do that, you're just going to click on the camera, and you can upload it from your computer, or if you have any albums on anything linked to your Google accounts like YouTube or Gmail, those will pull up under albums. If anyone's tagged you, which most likely hasn't happened yet because you're just setting it up, you can do that, or you could snap a shot of yourself using a web camera like that. So like I said, just make sure it shows your face so people know who they're connecting with when you add them to your circles. The next thing you can do is change your cover. As you can see, they have pretty massive covers for Google Plus. Obviously, it's good if you can do something with your branding for your cover, but we actually haven't gotten into that ourselves yet. It's not as important because there's not really any calls to action needed on the cover photos for Google Plus yet. So you can actually just click change cover, and you can put any of these ones that they have loaded already. They have a lot of scenic ones. You can upload your own if you have something either with positivity or business or another kind of landscape. You can upload it from here. And again, albums if you have anything attached to your Google accounts, and past cover photos that you've used will show up there. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you're going to scroll down. This is where your circles will show. Obviously, we're not at that point yet since we're not adding people, but I'll show you that in a future video, how to start adding people and getting them to add you back as well. For story, what you do, this is where your about me section kind of is. You just hit edit, and what you're going to see is actually all of the sections show up in one area, and so you can actually just go through and do all of them, but let's just go one at a time so you can see. For your story, you can put a tagline if there's you know, something important about your business. A lot of times we put helping people live life by design or empowering entrepreneurs to live life by design, something like that, catchy, so people get a little feel of what you're about. For introduction, I just grabbed, again, our About Me section from our blog, tweaked it up a little bit to match Google Plus a little bit better, and I just threw that in there because that pretty much explains what we're about and gives our story. And bragging rights, I don't fill this in. I haven't found an importance of it yet, but if you want to do that, you can. And then you're going to click Save. And then you're going to go to the next section, which actually I'm pretty sure you can just go along through each of these circles and then save it once. So what you can do is after your story, let's just click back here. Okay, so this is your circles. That's, like I said, we're going to get into that in future videos. For work, this is where you're going to put something about your home business, being an online entrepreneur. I just keep it very generic rather than branding a business or anything. I just put online entrepreneurs. And then for skills, we are big into video marketing, social media marketing, blogging, personal development. You can share any of your strengths and skills in this area. Employment, if you want to be connected to, if you do have a job or you want to be connected to people from a past job or anything like that, you would put that in here because that's how people would be able to find you. But if you just strictly want this to be for a business and not attached to any kind of job or employment, then just leave that part blank. Education, again, you can put your college in here if you're interested in that. If you want people from your college to network with you, you just put that in here. Places lived, if you've lived in a lot of places, you know, you've been around the world or you visited different places, you can put that in here as well. That'll help you get connected to maybe people who have lived in those areas as well. Your basic information, obviously gender. For the looking for section, we just put friends and networking. And birthday, you can choose whether you want it to be available. For any of these, actually, you can choose who you want to see it. So if you don't want people to see your birthday or you don't want them to see your gender, which actually I think I'm going to change right now because we share a Google Plus account. So I'm just going to click only you, which means that only we can see that section now. So if it's not really relevant to what your purpose is for Google Plus, you can always just hide any sections you don't want people to see. Or you can hide some that will be your extended circles, which means anyone who's friends of friends can see your stuff. Public means everybody can see it. And obviously your circles is people that have personally added you back can see that information as well. So for any of that information, whatever you're comfortable with showing, you can put that in here, birthday, relationship, maiden names, anything like that. That's up to you as far as you want to share. Contact information, and this one we put our email and our Skype. You can also put a phone number. I don't really put it on here just because a lot of people can scrape emails and contact information, so you don't really want to be getting lots of calls from telemarketers. So put whatever you're comfortable with giving out for contact information in here. And then links. This is cool right here, other profiles. It actually allows you to link some of your other social media accounts, so like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. And to do that, you can actually click Manage Connected Accounts, and you'll choose Connect an Account, and they'll give you all these choices. So if you have accounts on any of these social media sites, simply just pick it, put the link to your profile on there, and it'll go ahead and set that up for you. It saves it automatically, so once you've done that, you can actually just go back to your profile and it'll show up here. And contributor, this is where if you write for a website or your own blog, you're going to add it into this section right here. So you would put the name of the site, so your own blog you could put here and then put the link to it right there, and that just means you contribute to that site in some way, whether you do graphic design for it, you write for it, whatever it is, you can put that in here. And then links, this is where it's pretty much free game. You can put any links that you want to promote in this section right here. So we have one that goes to our MLSP capture page, we have one that goes to our blog. Anything else that you're wanting to promote, you can put that in this section. And then apps, this is as you start to use Google Plus more, you might start to add some apps and integrate them into your account, but we'll get into that in future tutorials. So once you're all done all the sections, all you need to do is click save, and you'll notice that your whole profile now is filled out with everything that you just did. You have a nice cover photo, your profile picture's looking good, your story's on here, people know what you're about, what you're into, helps you network with people in the same industry as you. All your links are there, and you can actually, if you scroll up to the top and click view profile as, you can see, if you click public, you can see what other people are seeing before they even add you to their circles. So that's really cool. It allows you to kind of scroll through and make sure you didn't add anything you don't want the general public to see, and then you can go ahead and edit that again if there's something that you don't want there. So I hope this was useful. I think everyone should go ahead and get these accounts created, because we're going to start diving into some more in-depth training on how to really maximize your Google Plus profile. So with that, I will see you on the next training.